Right there guys, welcome back. In this session we're going to do the chords like I said, and we're going to incorporate a bass line just so you can see how it all fits together and how it sounds. And let me just say once again, I'm no professional, I'm just doing this to just to show you it's a really simple template, keep it basic and then let you guys go from there, expand out and make some crazy tunes. Right, so let's get back into it anyways. So let's just play to you what I've got so far, like what we did in the first section, so you can hear it again. If it plays, there we go. Right, and that's as far as we got last time. So let's get cracking. Right, I'm going to start off, go to pattern 5, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try and keep it so I'm not using anything that you won't have. I mean, I'm using FL Studio. What's its the free version of it, like the trial version. So I'm gonna do it like stuff you will have, uh, if I can. And what I'm going to start off with, I'm going to go to FL keys. I'm pretty sure you start off with that. I didn't download it or nothing. So I'm going to go FL keys, and just the first sample set you start with the piano FL. Go to that, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the decay right down on the left here, and the release right down, and it just gives it like a punchy sound rather than like a droned out sound, which is what you need. Like if you click, the faster you push the button, like the sound doesn't carry on, it just stops. So that's exactly what we want. Right, what I'm going to do, this little arrow, I'm going to take that to the piano roll. Remember, I'm on pattern 5. I'm going to go piano roll with that. Right, and now this is where it helps if you know your chords. However, FL Studio is well handy. If you click this little arrow up here, go to chord, and you can go major, and that's more I don't know, more like happy reggae, and you can do some really happy reggae stuff with that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the minor chords, which to me sound really nice and rootsy. Like I'm going to go with minor chords, and then just pick a chord, anything you really want. However high or low you want it to sound. I'm just going to stick with a standard. I'm just going to go right here. This will do me. And what I'm going to do, if you remember, we've got our bass will be on this square here. The first kick drum will be on this square right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to the middle here, between, this will be the snare here, and this will be the kick here. I'm going to take it bang on in the middle between them both, which is just there. If I click there, voila, you see you've got my chord straight in there, and it's done it all for me. Let me just quickly draw in a pattern 5. I'm going to draw one here and one here. Let's just go back to my piano again. So what we've got here, we've got our kick will be here, then we've got our chord, then we've got our snare. Right, I'm going to draw one more in so you can see and hear what it sounds like. So you've got kick, chord, snare, chord, kick, etc. Let's just play that through so you can hear what that sounds like. And what I'll do is I'll put it on the playlist so you can see it as well. And that's it. It just sounds so how it should sound. Here we go again. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, this is where you can go. There's different options you can do here. Right, I'm going to keep it simple. Um, from the first note you put in, which for me was this one right here, you can either go um, you can go 7 up, that's including the flats and sharp notes. You can go up 7 if you count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 takes you to there, takes you to the top note of your chord. You can either put that in there and there again, so you've got 2 of each. If I play that quickly, just so you can hear what I'm talking about. Yeah? Or, what I quite like the sound of, is just delete them quickly, is you can go 5 down from your original note. So this was my original note. I'm going to go 5 down, so if we count it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes me to this note here. And I'm just going to draw that in there, and I'm going to put it in there, and you can hear what that sounds like. Lovely, lovely. Sounds good. Also, let me just say now, there's so many options you can go with. I mean, I don't know how much reggae you would have listened to, but I'm assuming quite a lot. But the chord, like formula for the chords in different tracks are just so crazy. There's just different, like, this is a really basic one, you know, this is quite standard, but there's so many different ones. I mean, you can get chord layouts that'll be like that, so you're 3 and then a 1, or you know, you can get ones that'll be 4 and then 4 down here, or even 4 up here. You know, there's so many different things. You just play around with it and see like how you want your track to sound. So I'm just gonna keep mine as it was, like here, which, you know, I quite like the sound of. So let's just play that again for you so you know what I'm going with. Lovely. And I'm just gonna copy and paste that across, you know, highlight it all, hold shift and drag it, and I'm just gonna do it again in the second section here. And the reason I do that, you can obviously keep it as one and just paste it more on the playlist, but the reason I like to do that is because I like to have this section. It's just a personal thing, you know. I like to have this chord section, like a longer bar like that, just so I can see it a bit better. You know, I'll keep that like that then, and let's play that to you all the way through. Lovely, that sounds good. Let's just check, see how I'm doing for time. I don't really know how I'm doing time. Just carry on, I suppose. Right, let's go on to. So that's what our chords sound like at the moment. I think I'll have to do another section for the bass because there's a couple more bits I want to go through on the chords here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a little trick here. And my mate showed me this, and you know, he's got all the hardware rather than the software. He's got all the hardware for making these tracks, and I've kind of gone with it on this FL Studio. Stuck with it, old FL, lovely. And this, I've come out with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add another channel. I'm going to keep this on pattern 5, the same as my chords, so it's all together. I'm going to add another channel, and I'm going to stick another FL keys in. What I'm going to do this time, I'm going to put this onto the Rhodes organ. Put that there. You hear that quickly? You know, it's just an organ sound. I'm going to do the same as I did before. Decay all the way down, release all the way down, all the way down. And let me just go back to this. Go back into our original chord. So we go back into the piano roll, which is already open. Control A. So I've copied. So I've highlighted all of it, and then Control C. So I'm copying all of that, and then I'm going to go back to this, and then I'm going to go into the piano roll for the organs. Let's just rename that quickly so you know what one it is. Organ, and just rename that so you can see that. It's piano. Boom. Right. What I'm going to do now, this is what they call the organ skank. This is, you know, quite a lot of tracks. So if I just go to the piano roll and the organ and paste that in. So basically now, if you look at that, that's identical. The organ is exactly the same as the piano. I'll just play that for you so you can hear that. Now what that's done is just literally highlighted the chords. You know, it's got the piano rather than it being a standard piano sound. It's just give it that extra feel with the organ as well. But here's where the tricks come. Go back to the organ onto the piano roll, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to keep it all highlighted, and I'm going to take all this down. I'm going to copy it all down a whole octave. So I'm starting here on this note. I'm going to take it all the way down to this note here, and I'll copy all that down. So that's like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it so it's halfway between the kick drum and the chord, like that. And I'm going to do the same the other side. So it looks like this. Looks a bit strange, doesn't it? But now if you listen to this, that sounds really nice. That's a proper organ skank. However, for me, I don't know, it sounds a bit too loud. You know, you want the chords to be highlighted. So I'm just going to turn the volume down just a little bit on the organ, and I'm going to add an effect to it, which I'm not sure about this effect or not. I mean, I'll show it to you anyway. It's not. I don't really know whether it's my cup of tea or not. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the organ, click on it, I'm going to add that into effects channel 1, and then I'm going to go to my mixer, choose effects channel 1, and I'm going to put in it. I'm going to stick a fruity phaser. Now this is, I'm not too sure if I like the sound. I don't know. I'm in two minds about it, but I'll let you guys hear it, see what you think. I'm going to chuck the phaser in it, and I'm just going to turn the sweep frequency just down just slightly to about 40k or 400k, sorry. And let's play that, and now you can hear it. Let's put it back on here. Actually, just put it on here so you can see it. There we go. And there you go. That's the chords for me. I'm gonna keep that. I'm quite happy with that. And I'll better round this video off, and we'll do the bass just quickly in another video. So yeah, thanks for your time, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Cheers.